Hello, in today's session, we're going to look at how we can use section breaks to make a document like this one. Now, when you look at this, you can definitely see that my first page is in portrait orientation and the second page is in landscape. And when you look critically, you can actually see that in our first page, the header is a phone number and the footer is my name plus digits 1, 2. But when you look at my next page, which is in landscape format, it has a footer, which is just my name without the figures. So we are going to see how we do it and very many other formatting using section breaks. What are section breaks? Section breaks or just breaks are formatting features of Microsoft Word found under the Layout tab that can help you create portions in one document, but you have a number of them that you can use and format differently, irrespective of being in the same document. Let's quickly dive into it and see how it works. I'm going actually to use the same text, but I'm going to copy it and put it in a new document. And from there, we can see how the section breaks work and what they can do for us. All right. Let me create a new document and then I paste whatever was in the first document into this. I want to create like 3 pages. Actually, let me create like 5 to give us a good way of how we can deal with the sections. Let me press Ctrl plus Enter and I create my 5 pages. All right, now I have my pages. When I zoom out, you can definitely see the pages. I'm going to copy this same document and paste it across all the pages. Yes. Right, now we have 5 pages, and those 5 pages, they all have the information that we need to put there. We've copied the same information on page 1, is the same information on page 2, 3 through 5. Now we're going to see our first example that we're going to use is the orientation. We're going to look at page orientation. In most cases, when you change the orientation without the sections, the whole document turns. For example, when I go to layout, orientation, change landscape, you can scroll through the whole document and what you find is every page has turned to landscape format or orientation. Let me undo it. But when I want only page 2 to turn to landscape orientation, I can do it in this form. I can go to orientation. Actually, I can go to more. On the layout tab under page setup, I go to more like this. Then from more, I'll select landscape orientation, and after selecting landscape orientation, I go to the whole Word document, this point. I tap on this. When I tap on this, I click OK. And when I click OK, you find that only this point has turned into landscape orientation together. That is one way of doing it. Let me undo it again. And the third way, which is actually the second way, which is what we are going to base on today, is using section breaks. We will create breaks, and this document will have sections. I've told you those section breaks create different sections in the same document. The document is still the one, but it is having different sections which can be formatted in a different way. You can put different footers, you can put different headers, you can put different watermarks, you can now change even the orientation. Let's dive in. First of all, how do we create the breaks? Tap on the end of your document where actually your document ends. Go to layout, tap on breaks, and you definitely see that we have a number of breaks. We have page, column, text wrapping, but don't be tempted to use any of those, because one of the mistakes that many people do is to use page breaks instead of section breaks, and they interchange them and things cannot work out. The moment you use page breaks instead of section breaks, this cannot work out. So you go under section breaks and you choose next page. When you choose next page, it actually creates a section. How do you know that it has created a section? When I double click into the header or footer section, you can see that page 1 is in section 1. You see header section 1. Actually, I didn't show you before, but if I told you double click before putting the headers, the breaks, you can definitely see header, footer. But after creating a section, you see header section 1, footer section 1, header section 2, footer section 2. Right, now when you come on page 2, you have header section 2 and you have this word same as previous, and this word same as previous is what links the pages to the previous and to the next pages. So I want this page to be in its own section alone. What do I have to do? I tap on what we call link to previous button under the headers and footer tab in the navigation group. So when you see this button link to previous, while the cursor is in the footer or in the header section, tap on it, and when you tap on it, the word same as previous disappears. When it disappears, it means you are unlinking, you are separating that page from the rest of the parts of the document. So I tap there and the footer is separated. I go to the header, I do the same thing. Tap here and the footer, the header is also separated. So come back, I close headers and footers. Again, I bring my cursor here at the end of this document. Remember, I'm now on page 2. Let me come to page 2. This is page 2 of my document. Yes. Let me actually make it smaller such that I can see it very well. What? Right. So you can see when you double click in the footer, section 1, section 2. The rest of the document is in section 2. We want to create another section such that page 2 is in its own section alone. You put the cursor at the end of this document again, go to the layout tab, breaks, choose next page. When you choose next page, it takes the cursor to the next page, meaning that this section has stopped there. We do the same thing. Double click in the header section and you definitely see now we have section 1, section 2 and section 3. But remember, I told you when there is this word same as previous, it means the pages are still linked even when the sections have been created. So what you do is to tap on the link to previous button and this one disappears. Go to the footer, do the same thing, and this one disappears. And after that, it means page 1 is in section 1, page 2 is in section 2, and page 3, 4, 5, and 6 are in section 3. You can decide to say, maybe, let me close, and then I go to page 4. I also create another section. I leave 3 and 4 in section 3, then 4 and 5 on a different section. So I tap there, go to layout, breaks, section, next page. It goes to the next page. Now it has created another section. Section 1, section 2, section 3, then section 4. Come to section 4, then you tap on link to previous and you separate those sections. Link to previous button, separate. Come to the footer, link to previous, and the sections are all separate now. Now when you see, just from this you can tell that header is header section 1, header section 2, header section 3, and header section 4. It means we have 4 sections but in the same document. I told you using the section breaks you can put a different watermark on the different pages. You can put a different numbering styles on the pages, and you can as well use different page orientations. Like now, for example, when I go to put my cursor here on page 1, then I go to layout, I tap on more, then I choose landscape. Then when I go there down here, the options are now becoming more. The other time it was whole document and this point forward, but there is another option that has come in called this section. It means it has now noticed that the document has been created, the document has been broken down into sections. So I choose this section, and when I choose these sections and click on OK, it definitely changes only that page. And when you zoom in, you can definitely tell, or you can see that page 1 of my document is in landscape format, page 2 is in portrait, and the rest of the document. I can also choose to put any of the other sections. Like for example, I can say, let me make this last section also in landscape format to see, or to make you know or understand that this one works on the section, on only that section. That is section break. Let me put my cursor to the section that I want to turn into landscape orientation. I tap on more. After tapping on more, I choose landscape. After choosing landscape, make sure the apply to has this section, and then you click OK. When you click OK, you definitely see these 2 pages because they are in the same section. They will turn to landscape. Let me zoom in so that you can definitely see. Yes. So page 1 is in landscape, 2, 3, 4 portrait, and the last one are in landscape format. Why? Because page 1 is in its own section, page 2 is in its own section, 3 and 4 are in their own section, and then 5 and 6 in their own section. We also said that page numbers can be different. For example, there is a lot of documents that you come across, like you can see textbooks and other professional documents like reports, proposals, and so many others. You know very well that page 1 should not be numbered, and from page 1 you have what we call preliminary pages, which are numbered in Roman numerals, and the rest of the document where you can number in Arabic numerals. But how is it done? It is just done using these section breaks. For example, here I can decide to name my page 1 to give a page number like A to my page 1. I leave page 1 blank. Then page 2, I'm going to give it a page number called A. Then 3 and 4, I'm going to give it numbers 3 and 4. Then 5 and 6 also different, such that we can have a glimpse of what exactly the sections can do for us. Now let me put my cursor on page 2 where I want to start my numbering from. Where do we get page numbers? We go to the insert tab, and on the insert tab, under the headers and footers group, you'll definitely see page numbers. Tap on the page numbers, and after tapping on the page numbers, look for where you're going to put your page numbers. I want them to be at the bottom, so I choose bottom, and from bottom I have to choose where in the bottom are they going to appear and how they will appear. I want it to be in the middle. So I choose this section, and after choosing that, it gives only that page because it is the only page in the section. But I still want to edit it because it has given it page 2, but I want it to begin from 1. What do? I go to headers and footers, I go back to page numbers, and this time around I choose format page numbers. From the format page number dialog box that appears, I go and choose letters. I'm going to choose letters ABCD, and then I'll come here. I will not say continuous because remember this is a document. So why it is putting 2? Because the page is 2 by virtue of its position in the document. But I want it to start at A. We're leaving the first page blank. I'll click OK, and when I click OK, you'll definitely see that this page number turns to A, and none of the other pages is affected. Page 1 is very blank, page 2 has A. Then I can come to this other section. I put my cursor there. I'm going to label them as 2 and 3. Now I go to insert page numbers. Where do I want them to appear? In the bottom center. And when I select, you can definitely see that this is 2 and this is 3. From there I can close, and after closing I go down to my last section, and this last section of mine I'm going to put another kind of numbering. Let's say I'm going to actually, let me not put 2 to 3 here. Anyway, let me leave it at that. This other section I'm going to put Roman numerals. The other one I put letters, this one I put numbers, and here I'm going to put Roman numerals. So I go to the insert tab, page numbers. From page numbers I choose where they are going to be, and I choose center. But then it has continued from the previous, but I don't want it to continue from the previous. I want it to start afresh, and again using Roman numerals. What do? I go to page numbers again, format page numbers. I change the numbering style to Roman numerals, and from there I go to start at. I tap there and I want it to start at 1, and then I click OK. When I click OK, you definitely see that that is 1. I'll put it in a different section. Let me repeat this. I've actually selected a wrong section. I wanted this to be 2, 3. Yes, that is right, but I wanted this. Let me put my cursor there. So I go to page numbers. Actually here there are already page numbers there. I'm just going to format page numbers. So I go to page numbers, format page numbers. I change the numbers to Roman numerals, and from Roman numerals I tap on start at 1, and then it changes to 1. And then there you can definitely see that it is Roman numeral 1 and then Roman numeral 2. That is how strong the sections can help you create documents professionally. Lastly, we can actually have a watermark. Remember, if it is a whole document and it is all at once, or all together, all still together without sections, the moment you insert a watermark, it applies to every page in the same or in the whole document. But in this format, I can apply a watermark and it only applies to the pages that I want it to apply to alone. For example, I'm going to put a watermark on the first page, watermark that says this is the first page. So how do we put it? Put the cursor where you want the watermark to be, then go to the design tab. The watermark is always found on the design tab. So tap on design. Under page backgrounds, you can see watermark, page color, and page borders. You tap on watermark, and when you tap on watermark, you definitely use any of this. You can say custom watermark, or you can use confidential, and then you edit it, and put the word the word of your choice. When I say custom watermark, choose text, and under text where there is a sub, I put this is the first page, and I click apply and I click OK. Then close this. So when I close this, you can definitely see that our watermark has gone to all the pages, and you wonder why this has happened. But don't be afraid. Don't worry about this. It can be solved since we put sections. How do we solve it? Double click to activate the headers and footers, and after activating our headers and footers, you definitely can now select and delete the watermarks that you don't want from the sections that you don't want them to appear. So we want it to only be in section 1 of our page. So tap on the rest of the other sections where you don't want that watermark to appear, select it and delete. Go to those sections, move your mouse over the watermark that you want to delete, tap on it, and when you tap on it, you make sure you're careful and delete. It is deleted in those sections, and after deleting it, deactivate the headers and footer view, and your document remains with only one watermark on the page that you've selected or you've decided to have it on. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Subscribe to the channel, like, share and comment. For any questions that you have, please put in the comment section and I will definitely read it and respond. Goodbye.